Hello, guys. Welcome back to the Take Up Space podcast. You can see that I'm in a different location today. I am not in Aberdeen. I am actually in Birmingham, and we have got a very, very special guest coming onto the podcast today. This is the first guest, but it is a male guest. And I know that a lot of you probably follow me on Instagram, so you've got an idea as to who it is. But he is a very close friend of mine. He is someone that I would say is in my inner circle. I feel like I can reach out to him at any point, ask him questions, especially because we're in the same industry as well. And he is a freaking strong alpha businessman. He's a businessman. And the reason why I've got him onto the podcast is because he is someone, in my opinion, that stands out in the fitness industry. He doesn't give a shit about what other people think about him. So I'm excited. But we're going to do a little bit of an update first because I want to actually give you guys an update as to why I'm in Birmingham. So you guys, I spoke about it before that I have been doing little bits of acting. So this is day 2 and day 3 of acting. So down in Birmingham, it is going to be an intense day tomorrow. We've got a full day. I have not learnt the script yet, which is not which is not ideal. The last time I did it was 4 pages, but this time it is 11. So yeah, we will see how that goes, and I'll update you next week and see if it actually goes to plan. But yeah, I'm looking a little bit leaner as well. The first podcast I did, I looked it back and I was like, whoa, I have changed quite a lot. So you're going to be getting Skeletor vibes over the next couple of weeks, and I'm here for it though. But let's introduce our guest. We have got Coached by Christian. We have got Christian, I can't remember what it was. Christian Carbs and Crepes. Is that right?
That was like 8 years ago.
I know.
10 years ago or something.
That was one of your first.
That was like my first one.
Is it crepes? Yeah.
Yeah, because I was into shoes, innit? And people used to call them
crepes. Oh, I was thinking pancakes.
Everyone thought that. I didn't realise until like after I changed that name. But that was like 10 years ago. Don't take me on that name, please. Coached by Christian only, okay?
Okay, so Coached by Christian.
Yes.
How are you? And how are you actually?
Fuck, it's getting deep already. No, I'm good. I am good at the moment. Tired. Definitely tired and a bit burnt out every week at the moment. But overall, like if I was going to rate, I'd say I'm a good 7 out of 10 at the moment.
7 out of 10?
Yeah. I know that things are good.
Yeah. You're such a busy person though. Like you're someone that I take inspo from as well, especially as a coach myself. Like seeing you smash it from a business standpoint has been incredible to watch over the past year because you're up there is one of the biggest coaches in the UK. So you should be so proud of yourself for that. But I know you as a person, and I want to know everything. I want to know who Christian is. We know Christian that has got these successful businesses, but who is he actually? Who are you? Who is the man behind Coached by Christian? Give us an insight as to how you actually got here and what your life was actually like before you became a coach.
Yeah. Thanks for probably the best introduction I'll ever get. 100%. I did not pay her to say that, by the way. So, insight to me, obviously, I've been coaching now online for like 6 years, but it's been like coming up to, it'd be 3 years in a couple of months since it's my only thing I do. So I'd always been doing it like alongside like other jobs and stuff like that. And I've always been like that. Like when I was younger, like 2 jobs was like a minimum. Like I always wanted to do more because I always wanted more money because I like nicer things in life and there's nothing wrong with that. And a lot of those things you need money to facilitate that. So it was like, right, when I had a paper round, I did that in the week, and then I was a paintball marshal on the weekend. When I worked in one restaurant in the week, I worked in a bar on the weekend, just like a different place and stuff like that. And I always just thought, like, if I just do more, I'll get more.
And what was the reason as to why you was like that then? There was obviously something that has caused you to be the way that you are. Mm-hmm. Like, what was it?
So, 100% my upbringing. Me and my dad are identical, literally. Like, he's only ever really worked for himself. And I always, obviously, because we talk about his work and stuff when I was growing up, and he'd take me to one of the factories and stuff. I was like, oh, this is yours. And like, yeah, this, you know. And I used to take like a lot of inspiration from that. And I always remember, like, when I was growing up, I'd say to my dad all the time, what can we do? Like, I always wanted to go into business with my dad, doing something, but we're of two completely fucking different generations. And when I started like online, Dad was like, I don't understand what it is, but you're making a business of it, so just fucking go for it. But I think just growing up around my dad, it's like made me really want to just do something myself. Like, I don't like working for people. Yeah. I don't like someone telling me what to do if it's something I don't want to do. I'm like if I could go back to some of the jobs now and actually say what I really wanted to say to these people that tell me what to do, I'd be like, shut the fuck up. Who are you speaking to? But I had no bollocks or confidence back then because I was scared of like anyone that was above me or anything like that. And I hate people telling me what to do. Like, I'm not good with stuff like school, stuff like that. If you teach me about something I don't want to learn about, I'm switched off. But if it's something that I'm into, I have to go full send. Yeah. Like mental. Like, you know what I'm like with stuff like my cars, shoes, stuff like that. Or I have to go just berserk because like or coaching. Well, I want to be the best, so I've got to fucking portray that, do you know what I mean? And just go for it. Yeah.
You mentioned about like you doing whatever you want to do. Why have you always been like that?
No. Like not even slightly.
What was the change then?
Right. So I think I've always been like, you know, when you like kind of like you grow up thinking you have to do certain things, you have to get in a relationship, then you move in with someone, then you get married, then you have kids. That's how I was like brought up because that is the old school. And my mum and dad are quite old school, you know, still together, all sort of stuff. I was brought up to believe, like, you know, you then go and get a job, you work for someone, all this sort of stuff. And I've always just kind of like gone with that and just been like kind of, I know that, well, I think I'm quite like weird. I'm quite unusual, a little bit different. And
why is that?
I know, I just think I'm a bit different. Do you know what I mean? Like, and I think I've always been scared to kind of like portray that. I don't give a fuck anymore. Yeah. And since not giving a fuck, I'm so much happier. And if someone's got a problem with what I'm doing, I could not give less of a shit. And that's made me so much better as a person. And it also attracts the right people to me. Yeah. Because people who do like that, I like that.
Yeah. If you did you lose a lot of people or like a lot of friends when you did change?
No, and I think that's what people are scared of. It's like when they announce they're doing something. I used to be very like, I don't want to do this because what's this person going to think? Or what's that? Oh, I shouldn't do that because this person's probably not going to like that. In fucking 10 years' time, are you even going to remember that person? Who gives a shit? Probably fucking not. Stop fucking wasting time doing things like you don't really want to do and just focus on what you do want to do. But I don't know, like, I don't know if there was a pivotal point. I always remember a meme.
But so for those that don't know Christian though, you if you're watching this on YouTube, you'll see that he's a big guy. He's a muscly guy. But you have not always looked like that. No. You did not look like that 10 years ago. No. Do you think that was do you think that you gaining more muscle has made you feel that you're more confident in the sense that you feel empowered? Do you feel more masculine because you've got muscle?
100%. I definitely feel more masculine because of it. But I also think that I'm quite a masculine. I'm a typical beard, bald, bigger, bit hairy. You know, that like a manly features. Do you know what I mean? So I've not always been like that. Like I was severely underweight as a teenager, and then severely overweight as well, but always wanted to be like a bigger person. Whether that's a self-confidence thing or like a, what's the word? I can't think of the fucking word. But anyway, has a stigma attached to it of like, you're a bigger guy, you're in control, all that sort of stuff. And I am a control freak. I like to be in control of every situation. And I think if you are quite a domineering person, it's a lot easier to be in control of a situation.
So
and it's a lot easier to give it front if you are bigger.
I'm going in and saying this now then, because this is going to be the main topic of today's podcast. You've mentioned that you're a controlling person. You're a like you like to be dominated.
Mm-hmm. No, dominating.
Dominating.
I don't like to be dominated. Fucking
he doesn't
absolutely
like to be
not.
dominated.
No.
So what happens when you cross paths with someone that is also the same as you?
That ain't for me.
It ain't for you.
Not in terms of from like a on a personality level. Like I like someone that likes control and stuff like that, and is boss ass, fucking knows what they want, all that sort of stuff. Love that because that's the same vibe. I'm kind of thinking in like a. It's a sexual podcast. We can talk about that. Like, sexual from a sexual standpoint. No.
Yeah.
That's not going to end well.
Okay. Yeah. So basically, what I was wanting to go there was obviously is females that are bodybuilders that they train, they've got successful businesses. Does that make you feel intimidated?
No.
When females are like that? Because as you say, male, even if you go back, like traditionally in a household, it's males that's in charge. Mm-hmm. Like even when I was being brought up, your dad's out working to put food on this table. He's out working hard to bring money back here. Well, my mum was, although my mum had a business, she was in the kitchen. She was doing the cleaning. She was doing the ironing. Like it's very traditional in that sense. And I think especially in the past couple of years, that's been changing. And there
100%.
is more females that are more independent. There's more females that are like doing like jobs that males only did. Like I was reading a book on investments, like women who like invest money, and it wasn't up until like I think it was 1922 in the UK that was when females could actually get a bank account.
Fuck.
Which is crazy. Like females weren't allowed to get houses, like mortgages. They weren't allowed to open bank accounts. It was always the male that was in charge from that side. So, and a lot of people are stuck in their traditions, I think. But what is your opinions on that?
So, me and Erin got kind of like the same background there because that was the same with my mum and dad. Right, my dad provided for us, all that sort of stuff. So, in terms of that, not a lot of people know this, but I'm quite a massive fucking feminist. Like, I love females doing well. I love going out, doing what they fucking want. I like women that intimidate men.
Yeah.
Because that doesn't intimidate me. That turns me on. Like, well, it does, because that's what I'm attracted to. Like, I like someone that's got their own business, doesn't need anything from me. Granted, I like to provide. Like, if I'm saying we're going out for dinner, well, I'm fucking paying for the dinner. Firstly, it was my fucking idea, but I am quite old-fashioned in the sense that I'll open the door for someone. I'll pay the bill. Not that I feel like I need to. I want to, because that's how I am. Like, I'm quite a generous person when it comes to that sort of stuff. But in terms of, like, if that intimidates me, it does the absolute opposite. Like, I like someone that knows what they want, how to get it. I find it like, if I was with someone and I was with a female and they earn more money than me, I'm like, right, how can I'm going to use that as like, right, I'm fucking motivated. I need to get better than that. Not because it's a competition, but I like to be around like-minded people who are doing well because that elevates me. Yeah. Like when you're around success, normally success kind of comes to you.
Exactly. It's about working together as a team. But
like power couple.
What advice would you, because you're very unique in the sense that you've got that opinion, but there is a lot of guys that maybe do feel intimidated by a girl that's maybe more muscly than they are, because even
Or gets more attention when they're out.
Yeah, like on social media, for example, I get hate on a day-to-day basis, and it's from men. There's obviously something that is the reason as to why they maybe feel like that. And if you got any advice for females that maybe do experience feeling like they can't be themselves because of a man, like, I'm just wanting it from a men's perspective. Like, can you see it from their front as to why they're maybe intimidated?
So I'll probably answer it in a different way than any man would ever answer this. But the majority of men are fucking arseholes. And they're intimidated by it because they're not getting as much attention. They're not getting as much money. They're not as dominant in an industry that they want to be in or whatever because of a female. It's fucking sad. Okay, my advice to a female that's saying that or is experiencing that is, are you doing what you want to do and it's bringing you happiness? Yeah. If that's a yes, keep doing that. Someone is always going to have a problem with something that you do. Not just men. Females will have it because they're fucking jealous or whatever.
Yeah.
If you are doing exactly what you want to do, carry on doing that and just know there's someone that will always have a problem. I know on social media there's people that aren't going to like me or don't agree with stuff I do or don't like my opinion on this, that or the other. I couldn't give a fuck. So start fucking thinking like that.
Yeah.
I know that's like easier said than done. Oh, just forget about it. Don't think about it. But at the end of the day, if you're doing something that's actually truly making you happy and you're really fucking good at it and it intimidates men, take it as a fucking compliment.
Yeah.
And just know that that man ain't for you.
Yeah. It's really, really good to hear you say that, because females, especially like femininity, females are a lot more emotional than what males is. Males do tend to, like, they're providers, they like status, they want to be in control, but seeing that you've actually got an emotional side is amazing.
Oh, fuck me, I'm the most emotional man you've ever met.
That's what I was about to ask. Are you an emotional person? Because what I see on social media is not that you're stone. No, you're stone. Like, the image you put on social media is, it's always, although I know what you're like because I'm on your close friends. Yeah. I know that you have days where you're like, I just want to cuddle up in a ball and cry.
Yeah.
How, is there a reason why you maybe don't feel like you can do that on social media? Do you think, again, it's coming back from like control kind of idea?
Yeah.
Or feeling vulnerable?
Yeah. Like, feeling vulnerable is quite fucking liberating, actually.
Yes.
Like, it's really, because once you've got something off your chest, like, oh, you know what? I've kind of like put myself out there, and it's made me feel uncomfortable. But after, I felt really fucking good about it. And I do put up quite a lot of like personal stuff and that.
Yes.
But I also feel like that shot me in the foot massively towards the end of last year. If you're in this industry, you know what happened in last year. Like, I came out of quite a serious relationship, and I didn't want to come across as upset because I don't want to look weak. And is that a male thing? Yeah, potentially. But at the same time, those people who are close around me, like yourself, know what I'm like. And I am fucking very emotional person. Like, I cry at fucking every movie I watch, even if it's not even fucking... I just get... Like, you know when you see like an excerpt on like Instagram Reels and it's 24 hours in A&E or something? I'm crying. And I think,
call the midwife.
Yeah, just stuff like that proper gets me like emotional, worked up. And like, even like my job, if I'm reading someone's feedback to them and stuff like that, and they've come across something like, you know, and it's life changing, some of these things, like I can feel myself getting it now. Like, I get emotional, but that's because I get very emotionally invested into things.
Yeah.
Like, if I'm in a relationship, I'm fucking full force, full send. Like, nothing else matters. Do you know what I mean? And that comes with a lot of emotion. Yeah. So when things do go fucking tits up, it's hard. And I also don't want to put that onto other people, because I also know what it's like when people put a lot of emotion onto me, because that's what I do all day. Yes. I then feel like I don't want to do that I don't want someone else feeling like that. So I'm just going to like hide what I feel like. I genuinely, for me, it's not a fact of like, I'm a male and I want to be alpha and all that sort of stuff. because I know for a fact that women quite like a vulnerable
Yes.
guy sometimes.
Yeah.
Not, a fucking pussy all day long, like crying about everything. Like,
Yeah.
I am a manly looking guy, but at the same time, I also do have a fucking heart.
Yeah. And how obviously you had quite for those that maybe don't know Christian, he's a very successful coach. He's like one of the best coaches in the UK, and you had a big breakup with your fiance at the time. Like, how did you actually manage to just show up? Like, obviously, like, did you struggle with that?
I'll be honest, and this sounds savage, I didn't struggle with it. Like, mentally, yeah, but like, if anyone was watching, you wouldn't fucking know.
Yeah.
Because I've always been a strong believer in, like, this is business now.
Yeah.
I've got to turn up for work and do my fucking job and put on a brave face. And I remember, like, it was probably like 3 months after, like, this all happened and people were starting to, like, find out and stuff. And some of my clients were like, it's been going on for 3 months. And I was like, yeah. I was like, how the fuck? I was like, I never knew. And I was like, I've always said to people that the worst thing could have happened to me. But when I press record on Loom, it's fucking go time.
Yeah.
But no one wants to be coached by someone that's fucking depressed.
Yeah.
And I care so much about my business. And I'm also always shit scared of losing my business and everything that I've worked for and stuff like that. I can't let anything make it slip. And that might come across as savage and stuff like that. But that's me. And I also did it because it keeps me busy.
Yeah.
And it keeps my mind off being fucking depressed and down about fucking hell, another fucking failed relationship, whatever. Like, I wanted to keep active and busy. Granted, in the long run, when I've finally probably like stopped working a little bit, it hits you and you think, oh fuck. That's
what I was just away to say, because you go into autopilot. You go into this like fight or flight response mode. Mm-hmm. And you're right, like, your business is everything, and that is your priority. Mm-hmm. So, and that, to be honest, not saying that relationship did that, but the way that you acted after that breakup, you've went sky high from a business perspective. But obviously, when you get that much momentum and you get that much, like, push, like,
you forget everything that's going on around you.
There's got to be a down from that.
Yeah.
And has that down came yet?
Yeah, I think so. Like, I think I used to kind of like burn out like once every other month or once a month, and I felt, man, I can live with that. That's all good. But I'd say probably in the last like 2 months, because obviously I had a relaunch of like rebrand, left Physique Collective, did my own thing, all this sort of stuff, started Coachcast, started YouTube back up, like all of this stuff going on. Because you're so in the moment with it all, like, I'm just going to say yes to everything and grab everything that comes to me. You don't think it's too much at the time. And then you stop and think, I'm fucked. And like, again, especially if you're into bodybuilding and stuff like that, I'm trying to grow as much as possible now. So I'm forcing all the food in me. I'm forcing all the fucking drugs in me. And that becomes exhausting in itself. Plus all the workload, and I'm having 3 naps a day, and it's not working. Nothing's happening. I can remember being in a car. I had a Monster on the way somewhere. Finished the Monster, and within 2 minutes, I was falling asleep. I fell asleep for about an hour. I'm like, I've just had loads of caffeine. I just fell asleep. Maybe that should slow down a little bit, which I find incredibly difficult to do, because it's like, right, I'm going to take some time out this weekend to focus on. I'm going to go to a spa, or I'm going to chill out. Whatever. Spend some me time.
Let's talk about me time then. Like, what do you do for me time?
I think,
because like, you've got other things. Mm-hmm. You're not just a coach.
True.
You're a person as well.
I think for me, I am quite like a social animal, and I like to be around people and stuff like that. And I like to go out for food. And that's like proper switch off for me. But like, the one thing I always think about, like, how can I actually properly switch off and not be on my phone, is if I go out in the car. You obviously know I'm really into cars and stuff like that. And I know a lot of people in that industry who've also like leveled up over time and have nicer cars and stuff like that. And going on a drive out on a Sunday to the Yorkshire Dales or Derby Dales or whatever, and just driving like an absolute maniac across country roads and having a laugh with my mates and stuff like that. That's my proper switch off. but it was also an all-day thing.
Yeah.
That's difficult.
So, is it legal?
The car's only as fast as you drive it.
Yeah.
But that, and I fucking love a spa day because I like to be pampered and someone looking after me and shit like that. So I love going on spa day. Just getting out to new places, meeting new people and stuff like that.
Yeah. Like, you've got two very, very nice cars. Two very, very nice cars. How have you built yourself up to that? Like, how have you got to be in that position? Because it doesn't come overnight.
No, fucking hell, it doesn't. Even if it does sometimes feel like it has, because, I mean, it's, nearly 3 years ago, I quit my full-time job and did this. At the time, I was driving a Renault Megane. Not that there's anything wrong with a Renault Megane, but, you know, it's levelled up a lot in that 3 years. And I could safely say I really haven't had a proper day off in 3 years. And that's how. And I remember when I left that job, I have the fear of like failing at anything I do. And even when I left my job post-COVID, I had about 80 clients and I still didn't think that was enough. I didn't think it was going to work. 79 people are going to leave me tomorrow. Yeah. Like, that's how I used to think. And I remember saying to my dad, right, these next 2 years, it's turned into 3, I'm going to have to make myself really uncomfortable and just go for it and just work. But when it's doing something that you are fucking really passionate about and love, it's quite easy to do mentally. Physically. Mentally, it gets a bit, it's very draining. But that's how, of just don't stop.
So what's next? So you've now became coached by Christian again. Mm-hmm. You've left the Physique Collective.
Yeah, because if anyone doesn't know, I was coached by Christian first.
Yes.
And then I was one of the directors of Physique Collective. And then branched out on my own again. Just FYI.
And are you happy to talk about the reason as to why?
Yeah, 100%. And to be fair, a lot of people have asked that on my YouTube and haven't really answered it. Because it's like...
Exclusive.
Inside scoop. Basically, we had a massive fight. No. So, I don't know. I was just feeling like I was becoming my own thing naturally anyway. And I'll be honest, and this is nothing on them, this is to do with me. I felt like an outcast of the group. Not for any like bad reasons. I just feel like that I'm just me. Like, everyone knows me as people still call me coached by Christian.
Yeah.
And it's like I just felt like I was my own thing and it was stopping me from growing. And I also started to resent it a little bit because I felt like it was stopping me doing what I really, really wanted to do. And it made me feel like guilty as well, of like, I'm not putting everything I can into it. And I wasn't putting everything I can, because like we said at the start, I don't do things I don't want to fucking do. And I got to a point of, I don't want to fucking do this. What can I do instead? And and just as an FYI to everyone who's part of Physique Collective said 100% that's the right thing to do. And like Gareth messaged me 2 days ago and was like, how's it going? We talk all the time. We talk like once a week anyway. And he's like, oh, how's it all going at the moment? I said, yeah, it's fucking mental. And he said, it was the right thing to do then.
Yeah.
100% it was. And I just feel like I feel freedom again. And that's like a nice feeling to have. And I don't know, I feel confident enough now that like coached by Christian's a big enough thing for me to it's just me.
Yeah. And are you ever going to have, like, what's next? What is next?
I don't know about you, but I feel like I've got to a point of, you know, I've got all the things I could ever want. I don't need anything else. I don't need anything else. It doesn't stop me wanting other things.
no more cars.
Yeah. And, you know, on the face of it, when you actually take some time back and you look and you think, fucking hell, you're doing all right here. I don't even know anymore what I'm working towards. I have no idea. But I just want to keep doing what I'm doing because it's working. Like, there's things I've got, like, that I want to do, but they also require time.
Yeah.
Which I don't have a lot of, as you know, because you're in the same position. And do I want to take on other coaches? Yeah, I do. But my vetting process is going to be extensive. And that also requires time.
Yeah.
And at the moment, I don't know where I can pluck that time from. Because I also don't want to give it the time at the moment. because I'm happy with everything and it's working. So I feel like, oh, do I want to spoil it and stuff like that? Do I want a team behind me? Yeah, because I'd like to be able to maybe claw some time back for me. But I also know that any time that I claw time back, I find something else to fill it with. Like coming to a podcast studio every single Wednesday for a couple hours. Yeah. Because I genuinely am so passionate and fucking love doing those podcasts. Like it's the one massive thing I really look forward to in the week. I get so nervous about it. And I'm like, oh, fucking up. But when you're nervous about something, it's because you care, right? But yeah, I don't really know what I'm working towards at the moment. There's loads of things I do want to do in the future. I want my own gym. I'm currently in talks with a couple of different companies regarding that. But I'm not going to say who because that's too exclusive, bruv. And there's a few things I want to do for the industry, for coaches, because I have like a consultancy company as well, which like helps anyone that's either just starting out or anyone that's like very experienced who just want to be like, right, what can I be doing to up this now? And I do enjoy doing those because I like people learning. I don't like that sometimes the fitness industry gets a bad name of like the coaches that are in it and what they're doing and all that sort of stuff. So I want to be teaching the best. And in my opinion, it might sound like I'm sucking my own cock off here, I feel like I am doing it in the best way I can. And it obviously is because people are coming to me to pay me money for hours of my time to learn more. Yeah. Like, how can I do this? Or what do you think of this? And I do like doing that, but I wanted to have it to be a bit more accessible for everyone. So I'm going to do something with that.
Do you think, that'll be amazing? Because you are such an incredible coach, and I've known you for a long time. I've known you before you was with Physique Collective.
Yeah.
Do you think Physique Collective was the reason that you grown? Like, would you advise anyone that is starting as an online coach to join a team, or do you think it is better to start yourself and grow from there?
I think that's an incredibly individual thing. Yeah. Do I think it helped me grow? And this is going to sound like a proper prick thing to say. No.
Yeah.
But that's just because I am such a overpowering personality. I'm the loudest person at a show. You know when I'm fucking arrived. You know what I mean? Like, I'm my own thing. And I don't think I needed that to elevate me. Did it probably bring more attention to me? Yeah, because there's going to be people that follow this guy that then follow Physique Collective, then find out who I am. But I think I would have grown regardless. For some people who might not have such a personality, and they know that, and it's like, look, I'm not the most confident guy. I don't really want to put myself out there. Being part of a team would be really good for you. 100%. But when you are being that part of that team, please know that you should have an exit strategy of that.
Yeah.
You can't work for someone for the rest of your life all the time. Well, I mean, look, that might be them happy at that. But I know what online coaches are like. They want fucking more all the fucking time. So if you are working for a coach above you, learn everything you can from them. Get your own base. Build up confidence. And having your own base of clients and stuff will build naturally a confidence level. But actually, you know what? I'm all right at this. I've got 50 clients now. They must be with me for a reason. Some, might be because I'm under this coach. But some people might think, you know what, actually, I really fucking like that guy. I'm not going to work with the head coach. I'm going to work with the guy underneath because actually I really get on with him. But just know, if you've got a fucking personality, use it, man.
Yeah.
And use that to build yourself up.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely. Well, we are going to be getting spicy now because the reason why I've got Christian on the podcast is because he is straight to the point. And I want a place where females can come, they can ask questions, they can feel like they've got a safe space to kind of get into the mind of a man and to ask the questions that we want to ask. And a big one that was asked 3 times was, if you are dating someone, maybe not in a relationship, maybe someone that's like a fling, what do you think about their physiques when they're in their off season? What do you actually look? If a girl's stripped down naked in front of you, what is going through your head? What are you actually thinking about at that time?
About to offend so many. No, I'm joking. I'm not going to offend anyone, actually. Because again, I'll probably say an answer you're probably not expecting. Like, I'm attracted to, like, someone's, like, energy and stuff like that. Obviously,
Yes.
I'm going to have to find them attractive from a sexual standpoint. If I'm
Yeah.
going to strip someone off naked, I'm probably going to want to find them attractive in the first place, yeah? I don't know what someone looks like naked until I've got them naked, okay? I'm very much a face, like, eye contact kind of guy.
Yeah.
Is she fucking me with the eyes? If they
Yeah.
are, I'm fucking game. Let's go, okay? And I'm very much, I have to go off, like, vibes.
Yeah.
Okay. I couldn't give a fuck if someone's fucking show lean, if
Yeah.
they're off season, peak off season, if they're in between, if they're on drugs, they're not on drugs, if they're fucking hard as nails or soft as shit. I couldn't give
Yeah.
two fucking shits. If I'm attracted to someone, I'm going to find their body attractive.
Yeah.
Because it's the whole aura and vibe of a person that I'm going to get off on. Simple. Having someone naked and about to grab them and feel them, and all, that's what I'm going to get off. And whether there's more to grab or less to grab, I don't care.
Yeah.
What I care about is I'm grabbing them.
Yeah. So like with Sophie, for example, it didn't change because I think some girls feel that their partners maybe don't think they're as attractive when you're in the height of your improvement season or like at the peak a prep. Like for example, when I'm like in the trenches of a contest prep, James hates it because there's nothing there. There's nothing to like, you know. Like,
So look, when
Goodness.
when me and Soph were prepping at the same time, like obviously I was in a relationship with Soph. Like at any point, she's the most attractive woman to me.
Yeah.
'Cause I'm in a relationship with that person. Simple. Whether she's fucking full blown off season or fucking shredded to the bone doesn't really have much of an impact on me because it's Soph. That's who I'm with. That's who I'm attracted to, no matter what's going on. Granted, I think one of the reasons why I still find someone attractive when they're peeled is because I'm into bodybuilding and I
Yeah.
find that attractive.
yeah.
Like, because I know, fuck me, that's hard work for a start. But I love women all fucking shapes and sizes. Like I do. Like I'm very open about that. Like I am very attracted to the opposite sex. Whether you're small, tall, off season, shredded, whatever. Like if I find someone attractive, I find them attractive, whatever. I don't really care about the body as such. Yeah, I like something to fucking hold on to. What guy doesn't? Do you know what I mean? But I can also appreciate when someone's shredded.
Yeah.
Granted, do I think, fuck, I want to absolutely ruin them? Probably not, because I don't want to fucking break them as well, because they're pretty delicate at that point. But no, it's like... But at the same time, I would argue that females don't care about a male's body as much as a male thinks.
Yeah. I agree. Which is why do men send nudes?
I don't know, because I'm telling you now, like... My penis is nice, but I ain't taking a picture of it because that's not what a girl wants to see.
Yeah. Like they're just not attractive
No.
objects.
No.
Like I kind of understand as to why you would maybe want to see like boobs or like, but like anything else, it's not attractive. Why do men do it?
I don't fucking know.
You're telling me you've never sent a nude?
Of course I fucking have.
Exactly. Why?
Yeah, but only if I'm getting that vibe. Do you know what I mean? Because you're going to get a certain vibe from certain people. Some people love that.
Yeah.
Some people love that. And if I know
True.
that, then yeah, okay, cool. You know, but no, like not everyone wants to see that.
Yeah. Okay.
But like, I've only realised, like, probably recently, really, that girls aren't really that fucking bothered.
Yeah.
If you're fucking shredded, if you're fucking off season, whatever. I tell you what they're most bothered about: how confident you are when you take your clothes off.
Yeah. Confidence is the biggest thing.
And I like to think that these days I own that.
Yeah. And how long did it take you to be as confident as what you
31
are
years.
now? Wow. Yeah.
Because I used to be the kind of person that was like, right, turn the lights off.
So
I
was
don't-
you
I don't
when
really
you
see my
was
body.
when you before you started bodybuilding, was you as confident in bed as to what you are now? So bodybuilding did change that.
Yeah, 100%. No, I've always been like confident in in bed as such, but it's like the lead up to it is like I don't want you to see what I look like because I'm scared of the judgment.
Yeah.
Now I just don't give a fuck, and I don't actually think that's because of bodybuilding. I just think that's just me developing as a person over time. Now, man, I'll just take my clothes off. Yeah, man, I'm happy. I'm confident in that.
Yeah.
If you don't like it, cool.
See you later.
Yeah, see ya. There's the door.
Yeah.
But normally, if you're in a sexual environment with someone and you're downstairs in bed or whatever, and you take your clothes off, that person's down there for a reason. They probably already find you attractive.
Yeah.
So if you want them to be more attracted to you, have some fucking confidence.
Yeah. Confidence.
Know what you
Confidence is the biggest thing. And that is the thing, like, guys are not looking and they're not judging your physique. Like, you're in the moment at that given time.
Yeah.
They're not looking at the stretch marks on your legs. They're not looking at anything else. They're in it for the moment. So yeah, that was very, very interesting. What is your X? What makes you icky?
Just general rudeness. Like if I'm in a restaurant and my date is not saying fucking thank you when they're giving their dish, or thank you when I pay the fucking bill, you're not getting a lift home. Fucking Uber's outside, bruv. I don't like general rudeness. I don't like someone thinking they're sat there and they're fucking better than everyone else. Be humble. Yeah, and don't be fucking... Just anyone that thinks they're just like, I'm the queen, I'm just better than everyone. Oh, fuck off, because I can guarantee you fucking ain't. I don't really have that many icks.
Yeah.
To be fair.
Right, so...
Or overconfidence.
Yeah. I think confidence is important.
There's a fine line.
Like, own it.
Yes, don't be a cocky fuck.
Yeah. Cockiness and confidence is obviously two different things.
Wildly different, yeah.
Right. With guys, someone asked, is it true they've got a fuck type and a dating type? So they've got types of girls that they would fuck in a
and
club.
not want to take home to their parents.
Yeah, and then you've got like a dating type. Is this true? Do guys have two types of females that they fuck and that they date?
Oh. Oh no. It's not looking good, bro. I would probably say that was true when I was younger. But like...
So even if now you went to the club for...
When is this happening?
Went to the club. You went to the club.
Yeah. And
had some beers, couple of tequila shots. Your type would be the exact same that night as what it would be the following day.
I would say my type is probably the same. Like, I don't think I have a type. Like, I'm just attracted to what I'm attracted to.
Yeah.
And if in that time I find that person attractive, I'm going to probably find out if they're wife material, date material, or it's just a fuck. I think you find out probably more so as you talking to them. I don't think it's a type thing, like what someone looks like visually. I couldn't give a fuck what someone looks like visually. Like if I've got to introduce them to my parents, this is who I'm seeing. They shouldn't fucking give a shit what they look like.
Yeah.
Whatever. So from like a type standpoint, from like what they look like, I don't think there's really a difference to me. I'm just attracted to what I'm attracted to. But I think once you start talking to someone, you know, like, okay, this could be a relationship thing or this is just a fuck.
Yeah.
Yeah. But surely that's the same with girls?
Yeah.
It's got to be. But at the same time, not all girls and probably not all guys.
Yeah. Yeah. I think it's a tricky one. I think they're like, especially when I was younger as well. I think you do end up going for more very, very confident guys when you're out drinking, in comparison to the guy that you want to take home to your parents.
Yeah.
So just
nice
wondering if guys were.
I always used to live by nice guys
same.
finish last.
Yeah.
So I just started being a prick instead.
Clean shaven or hairy?
What, downstairs?
Anywhere.
Well, I'm guessing they mean that area. As bald as the day is long. Like, I don't mind like maybe a little motif down there, but like But now I like very clean,
Yeah.
well kept. But at the same time, like, I'm the same.
So again,
Because I don't. If a girl is going down there, I don't want them having a mouthful of hair.
Yeah.
Like, I don't want a mouthful of hair when they go down there.
Yeah.
So I treat it the same.
And it's kind of going back to that masculine energy again. The men do focus on like looks as well, and females are more like emotions, like emotional. So like them being clean down there. So would you like a girl that's like well groomed, and looks after herself? Would you say?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because that requires effort,
Yeah.
and it's nice to feel like someone's putting an effort for you.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? And I'm the same, but at the same time, do I really think a girl is bothered if I've got hair down there? Probably not really.
No.
But at the same time, also makes it look a lot bigger. So, and I need all the help I can get.
Okay, right. Let me get and see if I've got a couple. I've got a couple more. For Christian, you have a secret admirer. Are you interested in dating again?
I'm interested in meeting people. Yeah. What that leads to, I haven't got a clue. Am I ready for a relationship? Absolutely fucking not. No, I'm petrified of a relationship, to be honest.
Yeah. Why?
Because I've had some ones end not very well.
Yeah.
Like, not this most recent one. Like, granted, after, probably I didn't handle it very well. But, like, ones before that has always been because people are disloyal. And that petrifies me a bit. And then I just think, right, I've just had a near 3-year relationship, and that's also ended. Not because of anything like that, obviously. Not that. And I just think, like, I'm not ready for that again to potentially happen. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, I'm not that great on my own at all. I like company, because when I have finished work and it's late at night and I'm just sat there on my own in my own place, it doesn't really make me feel great. I like company. I like going out for food. I like going out for drinks. I like getting to know people and stuff like that. But I am very open at the moment. If I am going to start speaking to someone, the first thing I'll mention is I'm not looking for a relationship, because I'm not.
Yeah. But what would you do if it just did happen then?
Well, then so be it. Do you know
Yeah.
what I mean? Like, at the end of the day, you can't help who you meet at what time.
Yeah. But you're not actively looking.
Not for a
So there was
relationship,
another one in
Oh,
here,
God.
and they said, want to fuck CC so bad. Girl, just message him. Just message him. And someone else
It's looking
said,
good, bruv.
someone said, this guy gives me serious daddy vibes with a crying face and a yummy emoji. I actually think, given this message and the emojis that she used, I actually do think I know who this person is that sent this message. So if you're listening to this podcast,
Let me know after the podcast.
and I think I know who you are. So obviously these people are like reaching out with this. Should they message you or should they not?
If a girl messages a girl, well, for me anyway, that's a huge turn on. A
Yeah.
girl saying, you know what? I think you're really fucking hot. Do you want to go out? Yeah?
Yeah, because it's confidence.
Yeah. And it's like, this girl knows what she fucking wants. She's gone out of her way to try and get it. Fair play.
Yeah, love
'Cause
that.
that takes balls, man.
Love that.
Like,
Yeah.
put yourself in a man's shoes for once. Like, fucking hell. Trying to get on a date with a girl or something that you fancy. Sometimes it's not looking good, bro.
Bro.
And, you know, you don't want to get shot down.
Yeah.
And neither do they.
Yeah. No, that's good. Do men genuinely like breast implants or prefer natural?
So, I am a very proud member of the Itty Bitty Titty Committee.
Yeah.
I'm a head honcho of that. I like... if I was with someone, which I have been with someone with fake boobs, I couldn't really care less.
Yeah.
I'm an ass guy all day long. Do I have a bit more averse? Am I a bit more averse to small tits? Yeah,
Yeah.
I am. Simple. Like that. That's just what I'm more attracted to. But at the same time, if I really fucking like someone and she's got bigger boobs or they're fake, cool, man.
Yeah.
I'm gonna probably be paying more attention to your ass anyway. So
Yeah. Because that's the thing. That's the things that people think about, but it's showing that men don't care.
No.
They don't care.
I love small tits.
I think this is another one. Do guys find girls who lift pretty heavy weight or look like they do intimidating? We've answered
No, but
that.
I fucking love it. If I walk in a gym and a girl's deadlifting
this is-
bare plates, I'm on it.
Yeah, this is another one. I've heard my BF say he doesn't like girls being too big with muscle to a certain extent. If I keep going on my fitness journey, I will be bigger than I know he prefers. He wouldn't bring it up, but I would hate to feel unattractive to the one I love. Best way to handle it or approach it.
Just know that your boyfriend is incredibly insecure about himself if he's so worried about what you're going to be doing and what you're going to look like. If that person loves you and you want to be a fucking bodybuilder and you want to get bigger, go and do that. And if they don't like it, fuck them, because I bet you there's someone out there that does like that. And if it ends with him, let me know. I'm joking. I'm joking.
Yeah,
but no, seriously, just fuck that guy off. If he's got a problem with it, that's on them.
Okay, let's see if there's any more that we should answer right now. So I think we've answered quite a lot. This or that, okay face or banging body?
Oh, what?
Would you rather have someone with an okay face and banging body, or banging face and okay body?
Banging face.
Good choice.
All day.
Lose all your money or your memories?
I can buy new memories. Oh.
I know, it's a tricky question.
What's your answer?
I would probably, because I'm so driven. Well,
Actually, you know what? Money always comes back.
Yeah,
Memories
money
don't.
comes back. That's the thing.
I know how to make it. So
There was a
whatever.
period of time that I was terrified because I got a huge tax bill, and I was like,
I remember
"Oh,
that.
I'm going to be done. I'm going to have to eat like tinned beans for the
Yeah.
next like.
If you're good at what
2
you do,
months, it
money
comes
always
back.
comes back. So yeah, I would get rid of money.
Yeah.
It hurts to say. I'll get rid of money and then just sell the cars. Got money again.
So what would you prefer, to lose your cars or lose your coaching business?
Lose the cars all day.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, like, yeah, I love cars and cars are a big part of my life and I love my cars, blah, blah, blah. I've experienced them. Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah.
That's enough.
Yeah.
Yeah, it doesn't define me.
Yeah.
My business does.
You're a king.
Mm-hmm.
You are a king. Now, to wrap up the podcast, just give the listeners a little bit of your advice when it comes to being in a relationship with someone that maybe does train, someone that is driven, someone that maybe is actively looking for a relationship but are scared because they've maybe got bigger delts than the majority of men. Like, what advice would you give these kind of people?
What if they're scared to get a relationship because of what someone might think?
Yeah.
And stuff like that? If you're getting in a relationship with someone, like, firstly, you should probably already know that person pretty well beforehand, and they've already set out, like, these are my goals, and I'm probably going to get big, and probably going to take this, probably going to do that. I'm going to get on stage in my bikini. If you got a fucking problem with that, say it now, so I don't waste any time. Own your shit, man. Like, I think a lot of people are
Yes.
scared to say stuff to their partner because they don't want that reaction. They feel like, well, I really want to be in a relationship with this person, so I'll just do anything they say. That's not being you, though.
Yeah.
And, like, you've got to put yourself first, because I can guarantee you that partner is also probably going to put them fucking selves first.
Yeah.
Especially, like, males. Look, most of my friends are males. I fucking know what males are like.
Yeah.
And a lot of them like to be in control, and I say you do.
Yeah.
Fuck those kind of people, because I can guarantee you now, this day and age, there's a lot of people that out there aren't like that.
Yeah. Communication's the biggest thing.
And, like, if I could
Communication
learn,
is
like,
the daddy.
what? Yeah. Think about daddy vibes. Communicate with me. Communicate with me. Yeah. Like,
Communication is sexy.
yeah, like, if there's one massive take home from my previous relationship, is that I did not communicate enough.
Yeah.
Well, we both didn't, and maybe because I was probably scared of answers. Because, like, I'm a people pleaser, and I don't like upsetting people. And yeah, I've probably learned a lot from, like,
Yeah.
being in multiple relationships with people that, like, you know, have a fucking backbone. because I didn't. Like
Yeah.
in previous relationships and stuff. Because I like making people happy, and I'll just do what they want to do.
Yeah.
Happy wife, happy life.
Yeah.
No, happy fucking couple, man.
Yes,
Like,
definitely.
and man, I haven't actually, because I still always say, bro, happy wife, happy life. No, fuck that. Actually, revelation on the podcast. Like, I'm not going
Yeah.
to say that anymore because
Yeah.
like that's not how it should be.
Yeah, it's so true.
It's 50-50.
team.
It's equal.
Team, yeah.
And that's like, if you're in a relationship, you should be a team that is going after their goals, doing what they want to fucking do, and voicing it and
Yeah.
communicating it, and yeah.
Yeah. And one last thing, give everyone some inspo. Give them something that is going to drive them to maybe step into fear, because you've been stepping into that area for a long time now. You've constantly been you are, because you're in that like fight or flight response mode, because you're so driven to be so successful, you're constantly uncomfortable because of fear. What advice would you give anybody listening that is maybe scared to jump, like get a coach to go on stage? They're scared to go on fucking Tinder. They're scared, they're scared to step into the unknown, to be present on social media, for example.
Feel the fear and do it anyway.
Ooh, love
Because
that.
look, no one else is gonna fucking do it for you.
Yeah,
And if you want to do something that's going to make you happy, or you know that that's going to level you up, or you've got a business and you're really fucking passionate about it, do it. And keep doing it. Because no one is going to fucking post on social media for you. No one's going to do that for you. No one's going to do this. It has to come from you. And if you're really passionate about something, that will come across. And that will take you where you want to go. Literally.
you are a king. Amazing. That was a really, really good podcast. Thank you for coming on, because he was a little bit nervous. He was a little bit nervous before we got started.
Don't
but
like not being in control.
for those that don't know where to find you, plug everything. Bro, bruv.
Bruv. Yes, bruv. Coached by Christian on Instagram. All my links in my link tree. YouTube, Spotify.
OnlyFans.
Coming soon. No, you know what? Like, feel the fear and do it anyway.
Yeah.
I would love to do OnlyFans. I like being naked. It's great.
Yeah.
So, yeah, OnlyFans coming soon. No, it's not. Maybe. I'll send you the link. See if you approve first. So, yeah, you can find everything on my Instagram, basically.
Amazing.
Coached by Christian.
King. Well, thank you so much for listening, guys, and I will see you in the next one.